We welcome you here live for the Auto Club 200 iSCAR TSP Cup Series at Auto Club Speedway, getting set for 200 miles, 100 miles in length, getting logged into the books, and of course, this being the round elimination for round number one, should be interesting as we get ourselves set up for this green flag. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
And I'm Eric Vigneault.
We're going to be your commentators here for tonight as we get set for 200 miles of racing. Currently qualifying underway as we get the top 10 standing is going to be shown on the left-hand side of the screen. Actually, it just ended, so...
Actually, it just ended, so there you go. So we'll actually go straight to it, I guess, with the...
Yeah, which...
because I was looking at the timer before the race started, and it already set up, so... I guess now we'll just go straight to the starting grid, I guess.
Yep. As we go through the starting grid, we're going to go through a couple of storybook lines coming here for tonight. Of course.
All right.
This Connor Brandon and Nick Miller.
In row 2, we have Nathan Stewart and Kean Jones.
Row number 3 going to be Kean Rally Cowell, the one who won the Truck Series on New Hampshire Motor Speedway just yesterday. Nick Delicato was starting alongside him.
Good run for him. In row 4, we have Derek M. Smith and Malachi Drake.
Row number 5 going to be Ryan Kendrick and Charlie Byer. The rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen as we get ourselves set up here for this 100 lapper. Of course, long race going to be ran here for tonight. Should be interesting to see on who's going to come out up top, who's falling out of the playoff here for tonight. Currently, of course, as I said, a lot of storylines coming in here for tonight. Once we pull up points, we're going to go over and how everybody is going to stand. But
yeah.
I have a lot of drivers, 32 in total, but
wow.
Right in front of your screen, this is how points stand right now. Currently, Derek M. Smith with a win on last week at Charlotte currently sits on top. Nick Miller finished second in that race, hence why he's in there. But Derek, with a win on Saturday, he's gonna have 3 extra bonus points coming on to next round.
That's big win there. I think for my prediction as well, we already know that Miller is already basically safe as well. I think Juan and Kilohan goods, but I think from 5th through 10th is going to be really, I think, what we're looking at. And of course, the cut line. Connor sits right now in 10th place. He's the last driver in the cut line. Kendrick sits just below there. I think he's showing up today. He's actually going to be in today because we have saw that Daniel Folkham, who people, and including you and I, is the favorite to win. Unfortunately, I guess due to either other obligations, he hasn't been showing up. So he is, unfortunately, I think, going to be eliminated in today's playoff race. So that's one of the drivers already. And Trexler had a concussion. We just got the notice. So Kean Jones is stepping in for him today. So Trexler's points will be counted as Kean Jones drives for him. So we'll have to keep that in mind too.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, as Eva said, running for Trexler here for tonight. He's going to be starting all the way toward most likely the mid section of the field. But as a sub, you have to do your job just like a chaser. You got to get it done and get ahead of that top 10 cutoff area. Put yourself into that next round. So it should be interesting on how this chase will set itself up coming to the next round. Again, 100 laps, 200 miles in length. Fuel window every 40 to 50 laps. Stretch 2 stops or 1 stop. We'll have to find out as everybody's going to have to play around with the draft and some sort of suck up. But my name is Ezeckiel Reyes here alongside of us, getting set for the green flag. Connor Brandon at number 92 will lead the field to the restart. Base car is in, and we are green at Auto Club.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
You see, already 3 wide behind him.
3 wide for the lead.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's Stewart in the middle there with Miller on the outside there. Oh, he gets loose a little bit. Connor coming up with the lead. Needs to have a good day. Already up in front.
Yeah, of course. This new tire model is going to be interesting on how it's going to affect these cars inside. tinkered around with. Of course, the tire model 2 has been tinkered around with. Everybody's sticking to that bottom side. No multi-groove racing around here as Keaton gets into the wall right above the corner. One car gets real loose.
I
don't know who
saw
that
that
is.
coming from well away.
Got a yellow.
Oh! Wow. And there must have been something going on in the back, because there's the 40 car. I believe that's
Eli O'Quinn.
Ooh. Yeah.
Got a replay of what happened here as they worked themselves off the corner.
Oh, there was another car.
Yeah, there was another car in that mix. And it looks like 89 just gets real loose.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate there. He was at the wrong place. There was another car actually to the left there. That's the A3.
Joe Burgee as well.
Joe Burgee, yeah. All this fun. He must have gotten turned from behind. Oh no, he just lost it. Oh. That's interesting.
Mitch Hobbs, the 89, Eli O'Quinn, right there. A couple people who were laying right behind this. Josh Patterson making himself out on the racetrack right now, but yeah.
Okay, so there's
honestly, fairly big. I would say that would be a first lap wreck, but
I wouldn't say that either because they were coming out. Oh, sorry, but that was good actually. We saw Patterson coming in there too, so because we were both wondering where the heck he was. So I guess he'll be a lap down, I guess, because he just joined the session. So I don't know if that caution really played out for him well. We'll still have to wait and see. And obviously, I think since it's early in the race, I don't think no one's going to come into pit road.
Well, I mean, some people will go onto pit road just to be in the back. Of course, first lap wreck's going to take out a lot of drivers. Play it safe toward the back half of the field. You see some people heading themselves onto pit road. One of them is William Schmidt in the 79. One of your chasers, that number 79 is, looks like Dominic Howe on a pit road. The 3 people who wrecked it, Joe Burgee. Actually, Joe just stays himself out. Surprised about that, but Ryan Kwan, he too is on pit road.
Kwan is on pit road too. Kwan also needs to have a solid day as well. And of course, yeah, like I said, Smith, another one of those guys who comes into this race below the cut line, even though Fulkingham is not going to be there, and it shows that he is still below the cut line as well. So obviously, he's starting the back as well. So he needs to be on a. Obviously, he has to be on an opposite strategy ahead of the guys trying to leapfrog through the field. Because, like I say, he needs to come with a good point stake. He cannot afford to have a mistake-free day. He needs to be on the mind for William Schmidt.
Right. Again, we'll pull up points here sporadically through the broadcast, but right here in front of you see William right there, 12th place. A great day to pull himself ahead. People like Daniel Falkingham, Connor Brannon, William Schmidt, Grayson Trexler. Again, Trexler being subbed in by Keaton Jones at number 77. You see him right in front of your screen.
There he is.
Currently, Jones runs in 9th place as of right now, so
so that's pretty good. So if the race would end today, I think that would put Trexler in the next round of the playoffs.
Yeah,
so that's pretty. So Jones so far in a good spot for right now. Obviously, like I said, we hope Trexler hopefully is feeling better. We heard he's got a concussion, so lots of prayers. Hopefully for a speedy recovery. Hopefully he's be back on the track, and hopefully he's still in the playoffs because now he's relying on Keaton to hopefully perform very well.
That. I have to rely on Keaton to make something up for him, but just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Things happen in the real world. You can't prevent them.
Yeah. You really can't. I guess while we're in the caution, I think let's just get this thing out of the way and say, for those people who probably didn't know, daylight savings time starts tonight. So please make sure you set your clocks forward before you get into all of this madness.
Ew. Honestly,
yeah, I have to.
Disgusting.
I have to do it. I have to say it. You have to be the mother. You have to be the, everyone else. Well, that reminds me, I haven't set my alarm clock yet upstairs. I have to do that. But I usually don't rely on that much. Yeah.
Yeah, as of right now, there's your race analysis for tonight. Again, 100 laps, currently under caution for the first time tonight. Rolling yourselves through 200 miles, so with this caution coming out fairly early, I think with all these people staying out, even if you did come on a pit road, that wouldn't benefit you a lot coming to that second that second round. You see Malachi Drake coming onto pit road. It'll still be at least a one-stop race from this point forward. So
yeah, I didn't see an advantage. Obviously, for people coming, you might as well get your fresh tires. But for those guys staying, obviously they're playing the safe route. I think fuel. Like I said, fuel is going to be a concern. They have to make it on one stop. Obviously, you have to make at least one pit stop for fuel. Tires, though, is a different question. I think that's what's on everyone's mind. Obviously.
yeah, definitely. As we get ourselves set up for the green flag, Connor Brandon, that number 92, is going to lead the field to the restart. Right alongside of him, that number 56, Kean Riley Cowell. Kean has been really showing his face a lot.
Big win. Big win yesterday in New Hampshire. Yeah, I mean, it could have been caused. The caution could have been caused by you. I mean, we could get that. I know I don't want to throw you under the bus, but you did kind of help him win. But I was a bold call there on 2 tires. I thought he would never hold off Derek M. Smith, who has been flawless that race and even the whole season. And I thought he would be able to hold it off, but he was just able to hold him off. Smith was going to make a move on the final lap, but no, he actually held him off, which is pretty good, pretty impressive, and a bold strategy. So don't be surprised if some non-playoff drivers are going to mix it up with these playoff drivers, especially when they have nothing to lose, like Kean Riley Cowell. So
yeah,
we should have also put that
be careful around that number 92, Connor Brandon. Of course, Connor, a chase driver, as well as a couple people around him. Here we go, getting set for the first restart of the day. Connor's going to hit the throttle, and we're back
Green flag, green flag.
Ooh.
Just scrambling back there. There's a couple people trying to get in line.
Nate did not get a good restart there, and Mercado is on the bumper of him. He almost turned him right around. Looks like we got a 6-car breakaway. Everyone now more cautiously through the first two corners.
Of course, the setup being loose. It's going to look at the blocking right there.
God.
Nate Stewart, a huge block on that number 56 of Kean Riley Cowell.
Yeah, he went from high to low. He almost took Stewart down to the apron, almost to the grass there. And Stewart did not get a good run off the corner either, and he's going to have Kean Riley Cowell there. But Brandon is loving this. He's going to be driving away from all of this, all of the field. And that's a good thing for him.
Seems
Stewart, don't get up into it. Oh! They may go 3 wide on him.
Delicato is going to peek down low. He's going to be the one to bite the dust. I mean, not really bite the dust, but
he'll have the advantage. Oh, they're 3 wide now. Kean Riley Cowell's now in the middle. They're 3 wide into the 3.
Wow, all the way to the apron. Oh, near contact. There goes Stewart.
Yellow.
Stewart, oh, in the wall. Oh, no.
Oh, there's...
Oh.
No,
and no one else hits him. Oh, my goodness.
Still piling in.
Huge crash. Man.
I don't know. There's a lot of people involved in that. Is that a playoff drive? Yeah, it is. That's Quan.
Quan's in. Oh, my goodness. Quan pit on the last yellow, and that is the risk you take. And there's a lot of damage on that nose of the car. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Wow, okay. We'll see what happened to Quan. Yeah, I think Kean got loose. I think at that point.
Kean?
Well, actually, Stewart came down above and came down. And
I don't
Kean
know
got
if he was
lost his
up
car.
there in that second lane because of...
And where did Quan get the... And now let's see, where did Quan get hit? Oh, Quan was already damaged.
Quan was damaged prior.
Oh. So Quan was... Alright, so we may have to figure out what happened to Quan. So what happened to him?
Get that.
Oh, we can't even get a replay, so...
More drivers.
Yeah.
Alexis Walker. Making
Yeah.
start.
Yeah. I don't think he has a lot of damage, though, obviously. Yeah, I think I would call it a racing incident at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious on where that damage came in on.
Yeah, curious of what Quan. He was damageless when he came down pit road. Obviously, so... And unfortunately, I can't even give you we can't even give you a replay, guys. I mean, this is unbelievable. We know he pit on the last yellow, so we know he had to start in the back. He must have gotten the wall somewhere. There's there's no way he could have got. The only way I can see he got the front end damage is that he must have gotten turned in the wall, and he was way off the racetrack, and then it didn't cause a yellow.
Juan hit the O2 on pit road.
Oh my gosh. Oh, when he was coming out, we didn't even notice it. That's a tough break. And I think we said this once and we'll say it again. You gotta have a mistake-free day. And
I mean, for Quan, he had a great day at Charlotte, so with 32
I think
points,
his great day at Charlotte.
he's gonna be a good portion ahead. I think this is gonna hurt him. This is definitely gonna hurt him though, but he has a cushion over that 10th place spot as of right now. So
so we'll keep an eye on it. But I think Quan will basically be safe. But again, you can't have those mistakes. I mean, that's just unfortunate, but like I said, you'd be glad you have that point cushion. But that's basically a mulligan right there. You have it. And I think Benny Parsons used to set this in the when he used to commentate for the NASCAR Cup Series. You only get one mulligan in the playoffs. So.
The early cautions playing itself out here. Interested to see how this will shake up. Everything, of course. It's definitely going to shake up a couple things. Not a lot of chasers in big trouble as of right now. The only person who I saw in actual trouble is that number 28, Ryan Quan. Still heading himself on a pit road, trying to get as much damage as he can repaired. But that thing just looks
I think
junked.
I think his day was ruined basically from doing an opposite strategy of the leaders. Well, that puts Derek M. Smith, I guess, in second place. I mean, he's already on a hot streak these last couple of weeks. Obviously, he won yesterday, last week, Charlotte, and then, of course, he finished second in yesterday's Truck Series race. He dominated that race. And then, of course, you got Miller there. So both Miller Motorsports cars, not surprised to see him up front in these in the early going. Expect those two to be up there competing for one. Even if they have the points cushion.
Now this does shake up the top 5, though. We got a bit of new faces. Of course, Connor's been up here ever since. He's a chaser. Derek M. Smith, of course, coming in here as our points leader. Now running in second. Now Miller is going to boot himself up into third place. Keaton Jones as Greason's Trexler. He's going to be in fourth. Dane Cruz, he's not a chaser. So the one to spoil the party, at least sitting in fourth place. I mean, fifth.
And also Maroney is a chase driver as well. He needs it in the sixth spot. So that's three drivers in the actually 4 drivers in the playoff one.
Right.
As well. Yeah, so far, Keaton Jones, I mean, if you need a real lead driver, here he is, doing a good job right now with Trexler. I wouldn't imagine if he wins the race, we're going nuts here. Like, literally.
Getting set for the next green flag. Not even now a 10th through the way the race, so.
Still a long way to go.
Right. Very true.
Yeah. I think this concert will also pay dividend to Patterson. Remember, he only missed like 1 lap of the race. He's still a lap down according to the ticker. I thought he got the free pass. Maybe he was involved in that wreck.
He was. All right, here we go. Getting ourselves set up for the green flag. It's going to be Connor Brandon, Derek M. Smith, Keaton Jones, Nick Miller, and Aaron Mulrooney. Going to round out the top 5, as we set ourselves up for the green flag. Dane Cruz, excuse me, but here we go. Green flag. A proximity driver going to lead the field to the restart.
Green flag.
Smith comes down for his teammate. Seems like that's sensational. Here's Keenan on the back bumper. Keenan's up to third.
Of course, it doesn't help when you have two people who are running on the same team or that inside line, but as they work themselves right up off the corner.
Yeah, you don't want to have both of them on the back bumper. Keenan goes for third on the inside. Keenan got around Miller. Now he's going to go after Derek for second.
Shoved
See if he
himself
can
in
complete the pass.
Trying to slide up on him. Can't clear him off the
Can he
corner.
do it?
Still side by side, and that's going to allow
Miller is going to have the draft on Keen there, so he's going to be up there on the bumper, but Miller is going to have nowhere to go. It looks like you can see Keenan's trying to block him. Let's see if Miller dives down or he stays behind him. He's got to push Keenan. Keenan goes to second. Keenan Jones for Drexler. Already up to second. And the other going.
Right, of course. Drexler is going to have to do his best. I say doing his best. Look at the two. Mulrooney, he's shoving his nose to the inside of that number 9. For position, obviously, but he's going to work themselves right up off the corner, and none of them going to stay as thought.
Yeah, if you stay, you can't really stay in side by side for this long with this with the package that they have right there. You have to be at least in single file to have the best run. If you're side by side, the guy in front of you is going to pull away, and you're dragging in the guys behind you. And you can see we're starting to see that already.
Right, that means you have to be very quick and vigilant about your passes.
Yeah.
You have to elect your passes right, and you see a bit of blocking right there. This seems, I think that's the 38 of Delicado and 34 Liam Sheen. They're going to go at it into 3. Sheen put in the bumper. That number 38, but work right up off the corner. Delicado's going to
got him. Yeah.
Scramble in front.
Got a nice pack of 5 there. Mulrooney's been holding up a train of like 5 cars. They're going a 3Y there. That's Bayer on the inside.
Oh, that's Dane. You got real
Cruz
tight.
almost got into him. Cruz almost got into Akins. And Bayer and Kenner says, thank you very much. They will go right on by.
Yeah, now since this whole field is starting to spread itself out, it now comes a game as to a game of how your pace is going to be from this point forward. Because if you're not into if you're not into a groove, you're just going to be held all the way back, and you're going to be holding people up as well. Right now, the people who have the groove is Connor, Jones, and Smith. They've all gotten into a line. Well, Rooney has made himself into 4th. See there, that number 9, Miller in 5th, Bayer in 6th, now Caden in that number 22. Another person we haven't really talked about. He's making his first start here tonight in the iSCAR Racing Series. Excited to see that 222 up front.
Yeah, good run for him so far. So far, so good. Kept his nose clean. Had a little bit of a run-in with, I can't even say his name. The Delicado, there we go. But in the end, now I just lost my train of thought. So far, so good for him. If he keeps a clean day and maybe gets in the top 10, that's a good run for him so far in his debut, too. So.
Delicado.
Yep.
Left to the inside of that number 222.
Didn't
be
clear.
Side by side down the corner, but of course, I don't expect that draft to really play in effect. You see a bit of blocking right there toward the back of the field.
Yeah.
Liam been blocking ever since the drop of this green. Currently holding back that number 40 at Eli O'Quinn.
Liam has just been aggressive.
See, he got loose right there.
Delicado. Here we go. Ooh. Didn't get a good run. Oh my gosh, he almost swiped across the nose of O'Quinn. Okay.
Quinn's going to work himself on the high side and try to make the outside line work as Sheen gets a bit tight. Actually, the 40 goes up the track.
He got out of the groove
door
a
for the
little bit.
65, and he's there.
Yeah, I think he had a lift there just a little bit, just to hopefully get around him. With Miller on the inside, Mulrooney can't quite get the pass there.
Right to the backside of that number 2, trying to sniff up that draft.
Yeah.
Of course, the update just came this Tuesday. Is the first time these Cup cars have been on this type of Auto Club, I guess you could say, this version of Auto Club. The last time these cars hit the track here, it was a different story. Everybody would be all bunched up into one place, as you see a couple people right on working themselves
We had
on
a
the
slight
low
little.
side. Probably just getting out of the race right now. Dominic Howell scoots himself on the pit road, but Connor Brandon at 92 has been setting one hell of a blazing One hell of blazing pace.
Yeah, he has been probably establishing himself as the car to beat right now.
Right.
Seems to have a flawless race right now, putting together. Starting to pull, probably seems off the green. But obviously, we're still, I think, still a little early in the race, but we'll have to wait and see later on. Derek is coming up on Keenan, so we may have a challenge for second.
Ourselves into the corner. We're going to go on board with that number 66, and Derek is right along. He's trying to work to the backside of that number 6.
And you really want to be in the draft there, people. You have to be in the draft with.
Right.
And so Keaton's going on the apron. Now there is no out of bounds on the apron like you see in Daytona Talladega. Oh, Keaton chose the high side. He got loose, and looks like Derek is going to have the inside. I think Keenan's going to let him go actually because.
Oh, we got to run off the corner.
Oh wow!
Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh no! Ooh! Oh my God! He saved it.
I'm very surprised. That third lane nearly kicked in.
Wow.
He nearly stuck his nose to the high side. You might want to take note of that coming on to next, maybe these next run. But oh, Keaton's in the wall now. Oh yeah, very harsh troubles for Keaton, and he's gonna keep it straight.
That's safe. Yeah, what a save, but yeah, good thing he kept it up well and not cross the yellow. But he's gonna lose a lot of positions, and he's gonna have, and you can see he's got some damage, and he lost all of his momentum.
Not only is it bad for Keaton, it's also bad for
It's bad for Truck. And a reminder too, this is bad for Truxley. This is points. Every position he gains, every position he loses, it's a point. So it is very huge, and Keenan's gonna have, and of course, not only that, Keenan's gonna have the damage race car. Tough break for him. I mean, it seems like he's settled. Looks like inside the top 15.
Currently in,
but he's probably.
There he is, 8th. Now, falling into the hands that 222 of Caden Atkins. They're gonna go side by side in the corner. And see right there, Keaton got a bit tight. 222 wanting to work that third line in 1 and 2. It's sort of working. I'm surprised, honestly.
Atkins is able to keep him on the outside there as well. Also, yeah, when Keenan hit the wall as well, his handle of the car has changed drastically.
Right,
well,
he might have knocked out the toe. He hit the wall hard off of 4, but
yeah, he basically did what Chase Briscoe did in the spinning race 2 weeks ago. Miller's about to be. Miller's being chased by Mulrooney.
Delicado, number 38, wants to go ahead and sneak up on these 2, make something happen. He scoots himself to the high side. Mulrooney is still clear to work down the back straightaway. These 3 cars, well, I wouldn't necessarily say.
All right,
you see,
here goes
Delicado can shove himself into the corner, work himself into the 4th place, but
good move.
Yeah, a great move to.
Mulrooney. Let's see. Oh, Mulrooney's coming back on a crossover. You can see he's got the run. Not a run that I thought he would have, but he didn't pull away that as much. That's what's a good thing about the package.
Started here with 32 cars.
Yellow flag is
as
out.
we do have a yellow flag going to come out
on
the front straightaway. Mitch Hobbs.
Yeah. Does it look like he's got right side damage, Keyboy?
I'm not sure. We're going to have to get a replay of what happened as it worked with the cars.
Yeah.
Watch the number 89 of Mitch Hobbs. Don't know who that was on the inside.
Is that a playoff driver? Gotta pay banner. It must be.
Oh, it tagged the wall.
Oh, he got him
And,
wall.
That's Malachi Drake.
Malachi Drake was lucky. Oh my goodness. That would have been big. Man. Malachi did also get on the wall too, but not as hard as what guy in front of him did. And oh my gosh, what a nice job. Could have been worse. We had a wrecked race car, and I think he probably would have been in big trouble, in bubble trouble in terms of if he makes the next round or not.
Right.
All right. All right, so this should be interesting. Now we have a long run.
I'd expect everybody to hit pit road this time.
Yeah.
Of course, still 75 laps to go. You're gonna have to pit at least one more time, but you can split the run fairly decent halfway. You don't have to save fuel now to split the run. So as they head on to pit road this time by, Connor Brandon, that 92 is gonna lead them on in.
And again, can't have a mistake. Again, no mistakes on pit road.
Right, one pit road mistake is definitely going to cost you here as you work them down on.
We saw what happened to
road.
And like I said, exactly, and that's what happened to Quan, which is early in the race. Brandon will have the advantage of having that #1 pit stall for being qualified first. Miller slices into his stall pretty good.
Now it's just a waiting game. Of course, everybody's going to slap on 4. I'm not expecting anybody to take a 2-time gamble with this early in the race, but as they scoot themselves off a pit road, Derek's going to slide himself in a second by the looks of it.
Derek, good pit stop by Derek, too. And you can see Keenan there in that white car. Obviously, he probably is thankful that he's got the yellow cam, because I think he probably was dropping like a rock right now with that damage on the right side of the car, so he will get it repaired.
Yeah, he's currently on pit road, getting as much as he can fixed.
Yeah. Remember, he's racing for Truxler, so we'll see what he can do. I think he's got a fast car, though, if he gets the damage fixed.
Right.
I think he would probably be moving through the field.
Drivers heading themselves on a pit road. I think that's the 30 34? No, it's not. Might have been one of the lap down cars. Yeah, it looks like to be 36. Tristan.
Yeah. He could have been that wave around guy.
No, he wasn't. He just
wasn't?
on the pit road.
Yeah. Supporting the Kobe Bryant colors that Ryan Blaney drove with the
Auto Club race.
Yeah.
Same track.
So, same track he drove it. Obviously, you got to support that Kobe Bryant colors. Although I still like William Byron's car better. Well, still wish they had the
You're just
Flames
being biased. Come on, man.
Well, I wanted the. I was kind of a little disappointed. I mean, I know they couldn't do. I know they could have do the Flames, but not throwing the Hendrick design on the bus. But the Flames looked obviously better, but obviously they couldn't do it. But they could have done a better design than what they had. Yeah, that's enough of that. But again, I mean, you have to give credit for Connor as well, because remember, he didn't show up for last weekend's race at Charlotte. So obviously he needs to come with a good points day to not only keep himself like in the playoffs, obviously. He probably will. But, you know, it's not been a good season, I think, for Connor this year. Usually we see him winning a lot of races. He hasn't won that many, I don't think, this year, right?
Yeah, your reigning truck champion and at number 92. Actually got eliminated after New Hampshire after not showing up, of course. But what? Points.
Yeah.
Connor right now, he sits 10th in points. He has to have a really, really nice night. Put himself up towards in front of that 11th place. Ryan Kendrick, your points leader, your regular season champion, and that number 65. Kendrick currently sits 12th. He too didn't show up at Charlotte, so that's 65.
Yeah.
One of the people who came in as one of the more consistent people on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Wasn't really consistent last week because he didn't show up. One of the very few times that number 65 hasn't showed, and unfortunately, he actually does have a bit of front end damage.
Yes. See, I think it's probably it's not where to the point where it's not going to affect his aerodynamics and the handling of the car. So that's why I think he's not worried about it.
Right.
Kendrick sits right now. Actually, we have to eliminate Fulcam because he's obviously not here, so there's no way he's going to be there. So Kendrick sits right now on the cut line. And he's probably pretty glad that Kean Jones has already had his fair share of problems. And obviously, we will have to keep an eye on what the bubble situation is later on in the race. There's Keen right there. It looks like he got that damage fixed, it seems like, so. See if he can make it through the field. He's got a good enough race car. I think, like I said, I think, again, he doesn't want to push it too hard just yet. All right, here we go. We got a restart, T-Boy.
Getting ourselves set up for the next restart of the day. I think we're far out enough caution, but here we go. Pace cars on the pit road. Connor Brandon at 92 is going to lead the field to the green. Stack him up 2 by 2 and hit the
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Great restart by Connor.
Definitely. Honestly, I'm fairly surprised these people right behind haven't been sucking up on them as you see the battling going on right behind.
Let's see if Smith can use that high groove there and see if he can get around Miller. He's side by side with them. Then Delgado is right behind him. There's Sheen going down the apron. We know he's aggressive. He's taking it 3 wide there. Ahead of Schmidt. William Schmidt, we haven't even talked about him. He's also in the playoff bubble. Oh!
Kenner, he's still loose as he's attempting to get the car going.
Yeah, we haven't talked about William Smith either in that white Camaro. He is also in the on the bubble for the playoff there. He has to come out with a good day as well.
Wow, Miller just sailed into the corner.
And
he's going to get tight, unfortunately. Going to open up the door for the 66, his own teammate. Work himself side by side, and Connor's going to start pulling away just a slight bit.
Smith's got to get the pass done because if they stay side by side, Brandon and Connor's gone. He has to get the move done, and he does. No, not yet. I think Miller's going to try to do a crossover again.
Even though they're teammates, they race each other like competitors, and of course, nobody working with each other. But of course, I mean, they were for last week. They were working with each other. Of course, Derek picked up the win, Miller finishing second. A bit of cooperation does play off, especially putting yourself into position for the next round. So right now, these two, well, I guess they're sort of like butt buddies as of right now.
How about Charlotte Byer going in 5th place? He finds his way, he somehow finds his way into what looks to be contention. It's either he's right there, or he's not there at all, and he somehow pops up. He's like Kevin Harvick. Where did he come from? Okay. Had a bad race with Charlotte last week. He got taken out by Patterson. So far, another good race.
Now sits in 7th place, so we're fighting out with that 222 of Caden Atkins trying to work that third of the lane, but as of right now, not going to happen as they file down the straightaway. Seems like everybody's more fanned out with this update. The update before, everybody was way much closer. The drop was very prominent.
Yeah.
Right now, Connor's allowed himself
He's
to
gone.
pull away. He's in a different zip code as of right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's basically separated himself from the front of the field. Looks like from Smith and Miller. I mean, is there any way they can catch him? Yeah, they can, but
definitely. There's a lot of time.
They can. There is plenty of time, and they still gotta make another pit stop, obviously.
Right.
There's Byer going on Aikens for, looks like that's for position there for 6th. They're still side by side. They've been battling side by side for about a lap or so.
Of course, these two people not chasers. 222 making his first start. In Atkins, he scoots himself into the corner. Maybe he might pull a crossover at 7 and 1, but Caden doing a nice job of keeping up himself towards that top 10. And you see, speaking of top 10, that number 79, William Schmidt, scoots himself on in. Now runs all the way in 8th place now.
Again, needs a good run. You can't have him to stay because he's also in that. We talked about it many times. He's in that playoff bubble too with Brandon. So he has to come out with at least a good run and hopefully not a DNF. So I think he can do it. I think he's got it. He's slowly moving his way through the field. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's up there as well. The guys, if it goes green too long. Looks like he's got a long run car.
William trying to run that third lane. It's Dane Cruz going to open up the door for the inside. Might swap position right there. But William, he's been to victory lane this season. Happened to the Xfinity Series at Michigan. Number 79, again, at a 2-point-mile track. Working towards this front. Number 79 might pick up a W. Maybe here tonight. Again, characteristics of Michigan and Auto Club, very similar. The oval, 2-mile race.
Yeah.
He's applying what he learned off of Michigan here tonight. Currently running 8th.
These cars do drive. Yeah, because I think, like I said, the Xfinity car actually and the Cup car do drive a little bit similar, but I think the Cup car has a little more horsepower. But they do drive. They are a little bit on the similar side of what they drive around Michigan and Auto Club. Well, we're really up there on the Delicado. I gotta say, a Delicado running up there in the inside the top 5. I was not very surprised to see. I was very surprised to see some non-playoff drivers. Well, we talked about a non-playoff driver could be a spoiler, and so far leading that train is in Delicado. Seems like he could be one of those guys that could go up there and contend for them if we do get a late restart. As Baruti tries to pass him as well.
Putting the pressure on that number 38 to make a mistake. Maybe he could go and take a pass on the inside, but as of right now, these two are playing nice with each other. Fairly surprised.
Obviously, you don't want to play aggressive like this. Still around the race.
Right.
Still like 30 laps in the race. Yeah, Miller and Smith, the two Miller Motorsports cars, they're still no tail right now, and Brandon's just pulling away.
Keaton Jones in the 21 as there's.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, he has a friend.
He's on pit road. He's been on pit road for the past 4 minutes. I haven't mentioned about it, but I just now caught my eye on that number 77 on pit road. So with Keaton now on pit road, Grayson's.
Yeah, it looks like Trexler's. Yeah, looks like Trexler's playoff hopes are coming to an end. I think.
Fortunate.
That's again. I mean, Keaton was involved in another incident, and he was able to get lucky this time. Lucky the first time. Unfortunately, though, this time around, he did not get so lucky. And he does look like he has a friend. They must have gotten put in the wall somewhere. Yeah.
Right.
And the only hope I think Trexler has that either Kendrick or even maybe Brandon have a bad day. That's the only hope that he has.
But Brandon is, if he DNFs, the amount of cars on the racetrack.
Brandon's basically safe. So he's gonna have. Yeah, that's right. Brandon's basically safe. So
right.
I think Kendrick is the guy that needs to have a horrible day, and hopefully that Keenan gets some more laps in. So Keenan's job is probably to get as much. Like I said, try to get as much laps as you can. Try to get as much points as you can because you never know what can happen to Kendrick. I think that's the guy that Jones is racing with.
And I'm so surprised right up against that third lane. Nobody's flailing around with that.
Well, there it is, right there. You see,
bottom lane.
What was that? Can I check that on the outside there? You try to use that. See who's advantage. Couldn't do it. There's Akins.
Might have gone
back a little bit.
He's on the wall.
Oh my God! He scraped the wall just a little bit. I think it's
Allow
gonna
the 47 to go inside. Dane Cruz.
And that's gonna ruin Akins' momentum a little bit.
Casey
Here's Casey Drake now. He may get 2 for 1. Let's see if Casey can get 2 for 1 here on this score. He's already got 1. Let's see if he can get the other.
Not clear.
Not clear, no. Still keeping that outside there is that. Cruz still keeps the outside there. Let's see if Casey dives it in there. He should clear him. Watch out for the slide job.
Up the
Cruz give him a courtesy lift there. And that just allowed Akins to close up again. As you see, Cruz goes on the inside of Drake now. Let's see if Drake can maybe use that outside lane to see if he can try to hold them off.
Oh, it seems
No.
like Dane got a good
Couldn't
bite off
do
the
it.
corner.
No. Yeah.
Nice three-car
Vegas
battle
just-
here.
Yeah. And Angus just came right back into it after scrubbing the wall just a couple laps ago.
All eyes are on that number 92, Connor Brannon. Now he's starting to lose a bit of time. I wouldn't say too much, but his last lap time, we'll see when he crosses the start-finish line. It'll be a 41.851. Last time, it's going to be a 41.885. So fairly close with his top three, as Miller's lurking into the mix as well. But right now, everybody's sort of 17 laps into a run. Everybody's now into their own groove.
Yeah. Yeah, you start settling in, you find a groove, and you're basically kicking off lap by lap and for all these three drivers as well. You know, trying to find, obviously for Brandon, you know, Brandon, he's trying to, obviously he's the leader, but for Smith, you know, he's trying to figure out, well, where is Brandon beating me at? Where is he beating me at in the corner? Is he lifting a little bit earlier? Is he getting on the gas a little earlier? That's the problem, that as well. And there's really even no idea as well. And I think Derek just closed the gap in there a little bit. Did Connor get loose off the corner a little bit?
Might have. I mean,
he might have, because
clean. Yeah, there you see him wiggling just a
yeah, he must have.
Get the car rode straight, but that number 92 seems a bit loose, and I'm very surprised that 92 is a bit loose, especially in clean air. He's led the most laps. I think he's led the most laps.
Yeah, he's led basically every lap since we dropped the green flag. I was gonna say too, usually I think the car with the new tire model, do the cars get looser as the longer we go into run? I think we're starting to see that.
That all depends on the setup though, but of course
depends on what the setup is, obviously.
Yeah, everybody's displaying a lot of looseness as the way he's running the course. Especially in 1 and 2, he's not tucked up right against that white line, and it seems though Derek's
Smith is closing.
1 and 2.
Smith is closing in. He should be able to. I think Smith is closing in just enough. I think he could be able to sniff some draft off of Connor. He's using a little lower. He's using a little lower line, which should give him some clean air on that nose. And he's gonna have a great run off the corner. Look at the distance he's gaining.
Right. Yeah, definitely. He is there. Derek's gonna work himself to the inside, and for the lead for the first time tonight. Lead's gonna swap as Derek's gonna scoot or attempt to.
Oh no!
Be there, and they're
Brandon
side by side.
Connor pitched him down.
Connor retains the lead.
Derek looked at there a little bit. There to try to get some clean air back on the nose. Let's see if he can get a good run here. Connor is going to try to pitch him down, try to take that clean air away from him. That's what these cars are running at, and Connor keeps the lead. Oh, he got on the wall! He did get on the wall! Oh my goodness!
He just scraped it.
I don't know if it lost some momentum. He must have lost a little bit of momentum there, but Derek's right back at him.
That time by.
Derek's going to try the outside. Yeah. Well, obviously, because Connor got on the wall. He might have lifted my iPad. Oh, and I see Connor blink there a little bit. Connor having connection issues?
He always blinks, not gonna lie.
I know. Derek's going to try a different line now. Again, trying to get clean air on the nose. That's what he's got to do. Once he gets that clean air, he'll be able to suck right through and get Connor there. You can see Connor's also trying to break the draft as well, trying to keep Derek from not getting that clean air. Oh!
Cut right up enough. Keep himself in front of that number 66 as he worked into 1 and 2. If these two get side by side, it seems as though you lose a lot of momentum going side by side, which is
oh my God, they make contact there.
You see there, Connor tried to pull a block on that 66. If these two get side by side, that number 9, Nick Miller, is going to be peaking in the mix.
I was going to say,
definitely make up a 0.7 gap.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, if these two keep battling, Miller is going to be all over them as well. So, Miller got on the wall, actually.
See them battling out right behind.
And then, yeah, we'll see if Mulroney can get around him as well. I think if I were Delgado, I think he would probably, well, now these two are catching up to Miller because Miller got on the wall and lost all his momentum. But I was going to say, too, if Miller did not get on the wall, I think we would see a 5-car battle for maybe in the next, few laps or so. But looks like Miller lost all of his momentum. Now he's going to fall in the clutches of Delgado and Rooney.
Some other people we haven't really mentioned inside this top 10. Ryan Kendrick is now in the top 10. Malachi Drake. Those two people are chasers. They got to get themselves in the mix. Connor's going to throw the block on Derek on the front stretch.
Oh,
he's there.
Yeah, I think Derek's now got him. I think he's getting
Halfway this time by.
Yeah, we're already halfway through. I think Connor's going to try the second lane there and see if he can try to keep it there and maybe get that run off the corner. He does! But Derek has the advantage. So Derek completes the pass.
Working to 3 and 4. Derek gonna retain the lead for the first time tonight. Connor in the number 92s. First time he's trailed somebody tonight. It might create a bit of dirty air as Derek, this is gonna be the first time clean air for that number 66. The first time in dirty air for that number 92. So, of course, the tire wear is gonna be different between the two since Connor's been in clean air. I'm pretty sure Connor has more tire on his car rather than that 66 since that 66 been in dirty air a lot. But
yeah,
you saw, I mean, he's up front now. He's made the pass. Seems as though Connor, something ill is under the car right now. He's falling back.
Yeah, I think he's probably losing a little bit of either losing the grip of the tire as well. And then I was going to say, too, before you were getting explained, Delgado just got past Miller and Mulrooney, so he's up to third. And Mulrooney goes to the fourth, but Miller is losing. Miller, I think that wall he may have hit may have been not that hard. May have lost a little bit of momentum, and maybe the handling is starting to go away a little bit. Maybe he used up his tires too. Who knows? Connor hasn't gone. Derek hasn't gone away from Connor. Connor's still right in the grasp with him. So we'll see if Derek doesn't make a mistake, because we already know what happened with Connor.
Definitely.
Yeah, because.
He's keeping pace with that number 66, Derek M. Smith. But of course, if caution comes out, that'll definitely play a lot of factors on how this race will change. And we are past the halfway point. That fuel run is open. And speaking of caution, there it is.
Oh well, there goes that fuel run. Looks like they're gonna have to come down pit road, and Sheen has spun around. He has been a little over aggressive today. We'll see if he had some contact. Oh, that's Quan right there.
Oh man, I have no idea what he's doing.
I think Quan just turned him.
I know. Hold up.
I think Quan just turned him. I don't know. It kind of looked like he turned him on that angle. Let me see. Can we get an aerial view? No, Sheen's blocking him.
Oh, it's Quan hit the
Connor
wall.
got on the wall. Huh.
Of course, Quan doesn't have a front end.
Yeah.
Stabilized.
And his day is basically over because of that wreck. Unless Sheen was the one that Quan ran over on that first pit.
Now, of course, everybody's gonna hit pit road. I wouldn't say this is the money stop since.
Yeah, because
this point forward, we're still gonna probably make it on fuel, but we're gonna make it on fuel from this point
I think
forward.
we'll make it on fuel, but like I said, if we get a late race yellow, do you need to pit for tires?
Definitely.
So that's
Auto
gonna
Club's
be
a bumpy track. It wears a lot of tire. I'd expect a lot of drivers to hit pit road on a late race yellow, but you can take the gamble in staying out. Just a matter of how the restart will go.
And how many laps to go? You think you're going back to green? All right, here they come.
By themselves on the pit road for, I think, the second time tonight. That small first stint, but of course this bigger stint brings all the drivers down. Pretty sure going to slap on 4 and take on some fresh Sunoco fuel, but there in front of your screen, Connor stuff on the pit road. First pit stall might play an advantage.
Yeah, Derek was able to gain positions off of his pit stop the last time when these guys were in. So, but yeah, like I said, Connor has the distance. Ooh, and you can see Derek kept the lead, even though Connor was able to have a shorter distance. Again, great stop by Derek.
Definitely. For 89 of Mitch Hobbs seeing himself out on the racetrack earlier. Probably going to make himself down on the pit road next time by, but yeah, that number 66 of Derek M. Smith is going to be retaining the lead, and for the first time for a restart, Connor's not going to be controlling it, so I'm interested in how he's going to handle it out.
Yeah.
Here, I'm pretty sure he was handling fine behind that number 66 of Derek.
Yeah.
Sturdy air will play a lot of factor, especially
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see what Connor can do on this restart. Now he's not going to be the control car for this time, so it's going to be interesting as well. And I wonder if, I know that Miller is stuck in fourth as well. We may see maybe some Miller Motorsports organization going on. I say maybe. I don't think it's going to happen. But that could also play a factor of what Smith does. And we have said a lot about Delicado, but Delicado's in third position. One of the guys that I think could play a spoiler in this playoff race. Maybe he could steal one away from Smith or Connor.
Right.
And looks like Keenan's back on the racetrack as well. So obviously logging laps for Truxler and hoping that Ryan Kendrick, who's still running, by the way, hopes that basically what Truxler's hopes now is just hoping that Ryan Kendrick has a bad crashes out of the race, because if he doesn't, if Ryan Kendrick makes it through the race without having an incident, or basically finishes the race on the lead lap, basically, he's most likely eliminated. That's the only, I think, playoff bubble situation I think we're going to keep an eye on. Oh, I forgot to mention, actually, we might have to keep an eye on Kendrick and Schmidt. Because now, since if we remove Daniel Fulkingham, that puts Connor in the position. Obviously, he's still in second.
Right.
But now Kendrick will be the last guy there. So we have two playoff scenarios going on, I think, as well, because we also got to keep an eye on where Schmidt is running, because obviously Schmidt has to finish ahead of Kendrick. Otherwise, he's not making it to the next round.
Also, I mean, there's another scenario. Cade McKee didn't show 5th place, even though he has 22 points.
Yeah.
Enough to keep himself up front,
but I don't know,
and that's which he might get eliminated.
Yes.
Those drivers right behind gained enough points.
Mm-hmm.
And Connor, of course, he's sitting 10th in points with 1,006 points. He was just about leading the race, and there's 32 drivers here tonight, so he'll definitely log over that number 5, that number 7 to Cade McKee.
Connor will definitely probably lock himself in. That's if Brandon finishes the race. You never know, obviously.
They'll have at least 40 laps to go this time by, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, with 42 to go. So so it looks like the only playoff scenario we're going to have to keep an eye out for is with Kendrick and Schmidt. And currently, right now, Schmidt is ahead of him. So we have to keep an eye on those two guys for the rest of the race. As long as with the field as well. That's why I love these playoffs. All right.
Scars in to get herself set up the green. They're stacking up from 5th on back, but in the meantime, 66 will hit the throttle. Back up and away at Auto Club yet again. Connor's going to cut down right in front.
Connor. Yeah, I was going to say, too, will Connor make a bold move? Because Delgado got a pretty good restart, but now has a good restart that he was able to get behind the bumper of Derek, because Derek laid back. See Miller on the high side there. He's going to be challenged by Maroney unless he gets that run on the outside there, and Delicado cuts in
lot of
front of him.
cars are loose.
Ooh, Sheen. Sheen again.
That's not Sheen. That's the 52.
Oh, look at that. Look at Ketcher. There's going to be 3 right there. Ketcher and Schmidt. Remember, these 2 guys are racing on the bubble. Ketcher got around him.
And Atkins is all over that 40.
Oh my gosh.
They might go 4 wide on the front.
Oh boy. They might as well. They're 3 wide now. Now back to 2. I would like to see 4 wide in the NASCAR race. Derek leads, but Connor's still right on him. Connor seems to have a good car when it comes on a short run. He's right on him. Let's see what he does here. He's trying to go the outside.
Oh, man.
I don't know, did he put the bumper on him?
Putting the bumper going this fast? My goodness. Oh, he got loose that time.
He got loose. Oh, man. And that's going to allow Delicado and the rest of the top 5 to close. So 5-car train for the front. 40 laps to go. And like I said, Kwan's got to settle back in his rhythm, trying to find the clean air in his aero duct, because once he gets that, he'll catch him really quick. Kwan got to go run off the corner. He's going to go 3 wide here. Yeah. Oh, Delgado did not get a good run off the corner. Something happened there.
I got loose.
He must have gotten loose. And now they'll allow Connor and Derek to pull away. Here comes Connor for the lead.
Right to the bottom of the racetrack goes that number 92. Can he get a bite in 1 and 2? And he stuck his nose down there. You can fairly get a nice one right up off the corner. But again, they're going to be side by side. And that's not, that number 38.
He still got it. Derek was able to keep his momentum and keep in touch with him on the side by side. We seem to see the second line seem to be working. So later on in the race.
Cleared him.
Let's see if Connor completes the pass right here.
Oh, he decides not to
slide. He doesn't clear him.
Oh, there he goes.
Now he does. Yeah, but Derek's got to run. Oh! I was going to say Derek has a run off the corner.
Connor's sort of like in a semi-must-win situation. Keep himself up front.
Connor is basically determined. He knows that he's got to come with a... Yeah, I think Connor is basically determined right now. He knows he's got to have a good race, but also he wants to set a statement that he says, even though I had a bad season in the Cup Series so far, I want to prove to myself that I still am a threat to win. And he is.
Also got a 3-car battle here for 3rd place as Delicado's up here in this mix. I think Mulrooney's trying to follow in pursuit, but right now it's top 2. Oh boy. They've been all over each other's tails.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And also in that... Oh, we got a... Oh! Sheen again. Second yellow in a row Sheen's been involved in.
It's Mitch Hobbs again, as well in the back.
Yeah, again. That is Aikens, who's making his iSCAR debut. And he got on the apron, shoved Sheen up the racetrack, and... Oh! Sheen came in front of Mitch Hobbs, I think. It seems like. Hobbs came up and...
was there. I mean, not Sheen, but Mitch was there.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of a very similar wreck I saw in 2014.
Yeah, I saw it with Brian Scott and Eric Amarola. Yeah. Seems like a racing incident.
Definitely got loose.
Yeah.
As he was turning down.
Oh! Look at this! Connor just stayed down and everyone else come in!
What? Why?
Everyone else comes in! Oh my goodness!
We got a couple people who are taking a gamble as well.
Oh, this is... here we go. This is what we want to see, the split strategy. We only ran like 5 laps.
Himself the race because of that.
That's...
That's 9 laps on those 4 tires.
Derek.
Now, some people put themselves slap on 2.
I know. With 35 laps to go, I don't know. Do you really put 2 tires on? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but Derek was playing the strategy. He knew that if Connor stayed out, he was going to come in. And Connor knew it too. Because basically everyone's going to do the opposite of what he does.
I mean, honestly, this deep into a run, you'd rather slap on 4 tires and stay out on the racetrack. You still have
I would say
laps
out,
left. 36.
If it was more like maybe 15 to go, I would have came in. But
No, I think that's just a bad call by Connor Brandon.
Connor, yeah, but I think he was basically the scapegoat on this one. You know, you're basically the guinea pig on this one, as you say. If Connor stayed out, everyone behind him would have came in. If he came in, probably everyone would have stayed out. Do the opposite of what the leader does. I think that's basically what everyone had in mind behind him. If more cars stayed out, I think he'd probably be okay, but only 2 others stayed out. And Derek's going to restart 4th, by the way. Oh.
Yeah, so Cruz and
Connor's
Kenner
probably-
also stay out as well. He has
Connor's
a bit of a
probably
pillow
slant.
between him and Derek. It's just a
Yeah,
matter of how
he's
Derek's
not
gonna
going to
get
have a big buffer.
restart
I think Derek...
pass all these people right in front.
I don't think Connor's going to have the lead for like at least like 2 laps. Derek's going to be able to get by them both. Unless Derek gets wrecked. And Connor's probably slamming his stacks or slamming his wheel right now. He's like, dang it. I think he's probably frustrated that. And he probably is, I think. And I don't blame him, but that's just what happens. You're the leader. You're basically, you're the target. And also, I guess while we're talking about the playoffs, we also might all talk about the, the bold bout between Kendrick and Smith. They came out nose to tail. Kendrick is ahead of Schmidt by that as well. But in this case, if the race ended there, Kendrick would make it in the playoffs. Schmidt has to finish ahead of him. What if they tie? Keith.
Huh?
What if they tie?
If they tie, we'll go on tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker, and that is...
Wins on 5, sometime.
Let me see here on my thing. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, Schmidt has 2 top 5s. Kendrick has 3. So Kendrick will win the tiebreaker on top 5s because he's got 4. Schmidt has 2. So. Alright, big restart here.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how this is just going to play into that number 92's hands, because, of course, old tires on that machine.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't think that's a good call, especially when you're a chaser. I'd play it the safe way. Get yourself in position. But, of course, Connor didn't show up last week. He's trying to get as many points as he can, but for the long run, that number 92 is in a bad position.
He's in big trouble. Yeah, he's basically in big trouble now. I would be surprised if he doesn't even be able to hold Smith for quite a while.
Right, of course. As I said, the 47 to Dane Cruz and the 52 Michael Kenner. Both of those people stayed out on the racetrack. Everybody else from 4th on back did hit pit road, and they did slap on 4 tires. So no 2-tire calls here. Here we go again. Ourselves set up with a green flag.
I don't know. This is going to be a green for disaster. I could smell it. And the bad news is those wide fresh tires play at Cornwall. Smith can drive it in way deeper than he thought, way deeper than what Connor has. Connor has to probably feather it a little bit.
Green flag.
The inside line did not go because Connor just blinked.
Yeah, they were sort of confused on...
Oh, Derek did not get a good restart. Surprise there that Derek did not get going.
Gonna have to be on the outside lane and get something happen.
Derek should have
tires gonna play into
Derek
effect.
should have a really good run off this corner.
Chris got real tight.
Oh, just we are for second. Is that Sheen right there on the inside?
It's Kenner.
Kenner, yeah, that's right, that's Kenner. They both have similar cars.
So,
And Smith is already up
in
to
second
second.
place.
The Delgado's on the outside of Cruz. He should be up to third. And there it goes. And look at Schmidt on the outside. He's 3 wide.
They're 4 wide.
fifth.
Oh, they gotta
Wow.
keep themselves good.
Yes.
Check.
Oh, Smith's got to back up. He's going to be in big trouble. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that was close.
Wow.
Oh, Kenner
Oh,
gets
no.
turned
Smith
up the
did it.
track.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh. I cannot believe
Wow.
nobody else got involved.
Wow. Oh, that was... Now, the question is, though, is how much damage does Schmidt have? Because there was indeed contact.
Not a lot, but
Oh.
pounded the outside wall. Not as hard as I thought. Nobody hit him. I'm very surprised about that as he slid up the track, but of course, looks like Kenner was trying to come down. Schmidt went up. Kendrick gets involved.
Oh.
That's a chaser.
And we know he has got to already have front end damage. We already documented that. He's gonna have some heavy damage. Oh, that's heavy. That's some heavy damage. You see he's already got damage from before. He's following Schmidt, and you can see
Wow.
52 comes down and nowhere for him to go. He was basically in the wrong place, wrong time for him. And that's gonna...
Kendrick immediately turned off the engine to check his idle temps, idle revs, not any damage, much like that. But
Yeah.
wow, that was big. That was very, very big.
That's a huge implication of what the playoff will be like. So bad for Kendrick, good for Schmidt.
See if Connor hits pit road.
Connor has to hit pit road. He has to.
Oh,
He's gonna get a freight train. He has to.
Fakes it.
No, he's gonna fake it. But I mean, I hate to say this.
He's in a bad position.
He's gonna get free. He's gonna get freight trained.
He has to jump the restart and get himself going.
And here's what's bad news for Smith either, because he'll be on the outside lane. He will probably not get a good restart. The guy that I think is going to have the best restart, I think is going to be Delicado behind him. Because he should be, if Delicado times it perfectly, he could literally get around Smith. And we said that Delicado has a car that maybe capable of winning the race. So, could see a spoiler here. Yeah, that's us for Kendrick. It's actually another good reason. We'll see what Kendrick feels. It looks like he's going to stay on lane left. I mean, I think Grayson, I was going to say Trexler maybe. He was probably glad that Kendrick got involved in the wreck, but not involved point where Kendrick may have to DNF the race. Still running. And Sheen looks like did come down pit road. I'm going to guess that he probably is fixing, he's going to fix the damage that he suffered down the right side of his car. I mean, Connor, I mean, I really hate to say this. I mean, he is probably in the most vulnerable position I have ever had. Ever seen. I can't believe he's in a position where he has to do this.
Yeah.
He just can't afford it. He just can't afford it. I mean,
Or something. I don't know who that is.
that's Derek. I think he must have passed the pace car. He accidentally passed the pace car. Probably minding his own business.
Still under caution as of right now. This will give us some time to come and present our sponsors. Of course, Auto Club 200, iSCAR TSP Cup Series. Round number... I forgot what. Round number 15 out of 20.
Yes.
We're coming down to the end, of course. 5 more races going forward. We'd like to present our sponsors, Trade Shuttlesworth Photography. Glad to have them on board. Go ahead and check them out, TradeShuttlesworthphotography.com. Shuttlesworth taking all the image and such. He's actually a semi-racer here, but yeah, glad to have him on board here for this season.
He is a winner. He's also been a winner as well. And actually, I wanted to take the time to say, I want to say thanks to Gabe Allen, who is the founder of iSCAR, for making the bet with Keyboy, for letting me come up with it. That's the only reason why that I came in there. I'll give the explanation for the people who didn't watch the Keyboy's live stream. Gabe put a bet on Keyboy where Gabe finished 11th in Phoenix on an open setup, and Keyboy all he had to do, he was so confident enough, either match his finish, or finish higher. Unfortunately, though, Keyboy got wrecked on the lap 3 of the race, and he never recovered. He finished 22nd.
Don't mention that.
I said you're you said you're confident though. Oh well. I'm not it. How am I doing with my first race? I guess is I'm doing okay. I have a little bit of nervous, but how am I doing?
That's okay. Yeah.
So far so good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, be honest.
No. I mean, no. I can't be honest because, of course, we're broadcasting. I don't want to think.
You can say whatever.
Whatever.
I think I'm doing a pretty good job, though. Right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Damn, like I said, the caution laps is so long here. We have to come up with something, right?
Yeah, of course.
Gabe, actually, and I hate to say this, and I'm just, before I hit the note, Gabe told me to do that.
Horrible.
Because he wanted to, he said, you better shut me out. And I said, all right, I will.
Of course.
So,
that's horrible.
There we go. Thank you, Gabe.
That's horrible.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I got about 26 laps left, so 27 once we take the green flag.
27 laps, yeah.
It's going to take the green, and of course, Connor's sitting in old tires.
How he is going to... I wouldn't say he wouldn't get put in the middle of a three-wide situation. I kind of sense that he could be well be put in there.
Probably. Definitely a good chance.
He probably will.
Like in Delicado, they're racing for a win. Everybody else is racing for points. Like right around him. So Charlie Byron, that number 7, he's racing for points. He's racing for wins as well. So Connor's going to be swamped by all sorts of situations as we get set up for the green flag. We're up and away.
Green, green, green.
Has to have Delicado get a good restart so he can have a bit of a buffer.
Connor got a great restart, but he's probably going to be freight train the corner. Delgado got a good restart. He was able to keep side by side with Derek. Let's see if he can get that pass done. I think Derek's going to have that run on the outside. It looks like, as he pinned him down as well. And look at Aaron Maruti. We haven't talked really that much about him.
He's been up there in the top 10. Top 5 the whole entire day, but Maruti, he's been quiet.
Let's see if Smith's there.
Derek off, though. Off right up the corner. And
Delgado. Ooh.
Yellow flag.
Oh, got a yellow.
Oh,
big wreck.
We got a big wreck. Huge one.
Oh, she hit the end of pit road.
Patterson is in it.
See the 40, Eli O'Quinn. There's more people. Kendrick.
Is that one of the playoffs? Kendrick. Oh, my goodness.
That's bad news for him.
That's, it just went from bad to worse. Wow.
That's got a lot of people.
We got a good chunk of cars.
Oh. Looks like Eli. Wow, William was involved.
Schmidt got hit.
Kendrick right there.
But Schmidt kept it.
Oh my gosh, that is luck at its worst.
Oh, that's gotta feel fortunate. Oh, that is unfortunate. Another place where Kendrick was, again, wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time. Here he is just
DiMaggio just missed her too. Oh, DiMaggio was involved.
Yeah.
He's another playoff driver too.
Yeah, DiMaggio too. And
DiMaggio, I think we didn't mention a lot. DiMaggio did not have a good race at Charlotte. And
wow,
he
clipped that. What you call it? He clipped the 52 of Kenner as he was driving up the racetrack right into another chase car, and this is going to allow some people to hit pit road. And yet again, Connor's going to take the bait to come out. Stay out.
Maybe Connor's hoping for those quickie yellows, but
they are helping him though. But
it is helping. It is helping. Obviously, Schmidt's coming in to look at the left side of the car. Again, another wreck that Schmidt was one second involved. Tough break for Kendrick. 2 wrecks in a row where Kendrick had basically nowhere to go.
Man.
And I know we didn't talk about DeMacchio a lot as well. He's 110. He's 1,010 points in, but I don't think, even with I think Fulkingham's disaster, I think he should be good to go. But again, that wreck, he didn't have a good race at Charlotte, and even though he has been very quiet and did not trying to stay out of trouble, obviously, but again, unfortunate. I think this probably puts DeMaggio in trouble in the playoff bubble. He's got a lot of damage on that right side.
Off the pit road.
Yeah.
A lot of time to the base car.
Yeah, I think this is one of those racetracks where, where the caution laps are much long. Besides, I think Autoclub's like maybe the 3rd most longest caution period.
Oh, wow, Pocono is.
Pocono is the longest. Talladega maybe the 2nd best, and then maybe Autoclub.
It's Pocono. I mean,
Pocono and Talladega
has super long pace laps for no reason. I think they set the pace car like 60 miles per hour there, like 70. It takes years, especially Talladega too. Those pace laps takes years. Oh
my God.
It hurts the pace there.
It's like you're driving, even though they're going 7 miles.
I know you're sitting in a 200 mile per hour race car. You're pacing behind a pace car going 70 miles per hour. Come on, that's like highway speed.
Yeah, you're driving basically a freeway speed.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, you would think that, oh, they're not going that fast around the yellow. Trust me, they're going very slow around the yellow. Trust me. You haven't been there.
Yeah, you have to be there to, get a sense.
You have to be there to see it, yeah. I guess now we can focus on, I think, while we're waiting for the yellow. Obviously, whatever our top 10 drivers would be heading into.
Hey, actually, let's drag some people on the.
Oh, we could. Let's do that, I guess.
Yeah, we'll drag in some people. We'll go ahead and drag in the number 7 of Charlie Byer into the booth. Hey, Charlie, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Charlie, I know you're sitting in 6th place. You're looking fine for the restart. I know Connor has stayed himself out for most of the time, but how are you feeling under the hood right now?
Yeah, I feel like I can keep up with these front runners. I kind of like the top 5, but I feel like I'm kind of in the middle between speeds now. I'm just able to keep up, and I'm happy with that.
Hey, man, I know this with this new update, it seems as though everything has been fanning out very, very quickly rather than before the update. It looks like draft was very prominent. How do you keep yourself up into position?
It's really all about just finding the right lifting zone and, trying to conserve your throttle time because, when you get to 3 and 4, it gets stupid loose sometimes. So it's really all about throttle time and keeping the car straight.
All right, man. 10-4. Before we let you go, you just got a question for me?
I think that's basically it. I think you're probably one of the spoilers. I think for the field as well. This is like a real question, of course. Do you feel like you still have some magic from the from Talladega that you could probably put some down on these last couple laps?
I mean, they're racing pretty hard up there, especially on the restarts. But yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to see what happens.
All right,
Charlie. We gotta let you go there, because we got ready for a big restart. Good luck.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll restart 6 with the restart.
Dragged in more drivers during that time.
We should have, bud. We should have. Maybe we'll do that next yellow, if we get another yellow. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. All right, here we go again. Set for the next restart. Of course, Connor out on old tires still, taking track position over rubber. It's going to be interesting on how this is going to come out. Pace car is going to slide itself down on the pit road. The top 5 consisting of Connor Brennan, Derek M. Smith, Nick and Delicaro, Aaron Mulroney, and Nick Miller. 92 is going to hit the throttle real early.
Green flag.
Oh my!
He had to get that jump on the restart, and he got it, but he clears that 66. But it's a matter of how 1 and 2 is going to go for him.
The only thing is that what will work for the last restart for Connor is that Delgado was able to get side by side with Derek. This time, Connor jumped so early, Derek was able to get in line in front of Delicado. So, Connor did a pretty good job with the restart, but not the way that he probably wanted to have. And Derek is all over him. And the question is, how aggressive will Connor block?
Right.
Because Connor's basically just going aggressive. Yeah. This is basically
winning your in situation for the next round, but here he goes, Derek. He has somewhat of a run to that number 92. Where's he going to take it, though? He's speaking out. He's speaking in. He wanted to. It's not going to take it.
He wanted to take the outside. And now allowed Delicato and Mulrooney to close right back in it as well.
And I'm really surprised with Connor staying out with older tires. He's able to keep out front. Not only that, he's able to control the race.
That is unbelievable. I mean, I'll be oppressive. I mean, like I said, I was going to be oppressive if we hold him off for like 10 laps. But I think if the longer we go, the more it's going to hurt Connor.
I think the longer it goes, it hurts Derek. Because he's stuck behind Connor. He's sort of pulling away now.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he's trying to use up those new tires as much as he can. The more those laps just wear out, go on, the more those tires are just going to wear. So he has to get it done now. But right now, he's not getting it done. He's staying back in second, and Connor right in front.
I mean, unless Derek is saving up his equipment a little bit, maybe gonna hopefully maybe time out a run there a little bit. Man, I mean, if Connor wins this race, I mean, credit him, but I don't know.
Yeah, still have 20 laps to go. Top 5 now getting into a pace. Again, Connor in that number 92 on older tires as he crossed the start-finish line that time by. The gap is 2/10 between the leader and second place as he worked into one. Derek is getting a bit of pressure from that 36, or 38, excuse me.
Derek has to get the pass done probably pretty soon because obviously the Delicato right behind him, he could probably pass him and go for the win as well. We talked about it. Delicato also looks like he has a car for win. Here goes Derek. Let's see if
wow, didn't take it to the low side.
He wanted to peek there. Now look at Derek. He's got some clean air on that nose. Let's see if he can try to get that run off the corner that he's been waiting for, and he does.
Didn't get as great of a run. I'm surprised that Derek didn't take it to the bottom side of the racetrack for that into 3. He was definitely all over that 92. He could have he had a huge opportunity, but still 18 laps to go. It's anybody's race right now.
But here's another thing too. I mean, like I said, Derek. The longer that Derek battles, the more cars he's gonna have behind him. Because obviously now we have Delicato, but now Mulrooney is starting to close in. Miller is right there with about a couple car lengths behind him as well. But if these guys keep battling, Miller will drag him as well, and so will Byer.
Definitely.
So, again, Smith has to be pressured. He's got to get that move done probably as quickly as he can. It looks like he's gonna have a chance. He'll have some drafting help from the Delicato. Oh, he goes there. He goes to the bottom. I think he's going to get it done.
All the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. Trying to clear that 92. He's going to sail it into 1. Got a car with a blown motor in front of these people, but not going to matter as they work themselves off of 2. Alright, side by side. It's a matter of where Delicato is going to go. He's going to go with neither and take it 3 into 1. Into 3, excuse me.
All right, who's going to back off? Neither of them will.
Derek slides up the track.
What a move. Smith put Connor up the racetrack. Wow.
Opens up the door
and here's Mulrooney now. Will he make it 3 wide for second? Yes, he will. Oh,
man.
3 wide for second. Oh.
Oh, there might be contact as Mulrooney got tied into 1.
Connor backs out a little bit.
So close.
Oh, Mulrooney got loose there in the corner. Let's see if his teammate can help him a little bit. These are teammates, even though they're in different manufacturers. Those are 2 proximity cars. No still. And the 2 Miller Motorsports cars are right there on the outside. As well as Miller gets into it. I think Derek got on the wall a little bit, I think, coming into 3. See if Mulrooney can get a good run. Maybe he can get around him.
Oh, we got tight! Oh, Derek got loose as well.
There.
Connor's going to take it to the bottom, trying to make something happen on the apron. Oh, the more these people just duke it out, that 38 is going to pull away. But, of course, all these people just fighting out for chase position.
No! Don't wreck your teammate!
Oh, contact!
He put him up the racetrack!
Wow!
Oh.
Oh, boy. Team meets is going to be interesting coming next week. Oh, man.
We're going to Watkins Glen next week, and I think that's going to be a big race.
That's going to be a huge race.
And not going to be happy, I think, in the end of the race. And I think Connor's chances of winning the race is starting to slip away.
Right,
even though
definitely. Of course, with those older tires, he's just not going his way. And 14 laps to go this time by. 38 of Indelicato is going to slowly scoot himself away, but he has the 66 in tow. Derek M. Smith. Smith is trying to sweep this first round. We've never seen that in iSCAR before. Smith in that number 66 won Charlotte last week. He's looking for another one here tonight.
Oh my goodness. I think Delgado's going to find a room right now. I know he's like 13 laps away from what could be his first iSCAR win, and probably a big upset in this playoff.
Whoa,
he's got to
man!
get rid of him. Not his motion's got.
Connor! Oh my gosh!
Oh
he
my
got real loose off the
Miller.
corner and just killed Miller. I mean, just about killed him. He killed him mentally, but not physically.
And here's another thing too. Connor can really not lose a lot of position. Remember, every position is worth a point.
Oh, Nick tagged the apron.
Miller got on the apron. He's going to lose some momentum here.
Saw him a lot.
Cruz is right there as well. 10. Looks like the
How
top
about
10.
Cruz working himself into the top 5. One of the rookies.
Cruz did fall bad a little bit. He's been in the top 10 all day. Good run for him.
Yeah, now scoots himself to the high side of that number 9, and Miller is not going to go anywhere. They're also side by side right behind. How about this? Casey Drake now inside the top 10.
Malachi Drake and Casey Drake are both getting around.
Yeah, both of the Drakes.
And Akins in the top 10 as well. He was involved in a couple of wrecks. He was able to move, and he's moving right back in there. Not bad rating for your first debut of iSCAR. Got on a couple of wrecks, worked your way through the field.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm?
Fantastic. I'll let you about that.
What? Debut.
I plugged something in.
Oops.
Yeah.
Played a shame.
Anyway, up front, it's Indelicato who's right up against the outside wall. Derek is trying to make some time on the bottom. I'd say he's not trying to suck up right behind that number 38. He's not following him in line. It's rather as though Derek
Smith is trying
cutting the course rather than following in and trying to suck up with that draft, the 38.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to figure out maybe what lines he can run to try to see if he can get around him. Obviously, Delgado's doing his job of, trying to break the draft as well on that bumpy back straightaway. Yeah. But I'm surprised that he's not, well, there he is. Now he's back to the same line as what Delgado runs. Oh, Smith got a wall. Smith got
my goodness.
And he lost it. He lost all that momentum, all that time he gained, lost.
Wow.
And that's going to allow Mulrooney to close in, and I think it's that. Meanwhile,
we're 3 wide.
Wow.
I don't know if that's Cruz who was backing out. Looks like it was. I don't know if he got like a lot of damage or such, but Malachi works himself into 6th.
Malachi Drake and Casey Drake. Both these guys moving.
Oh crap, my Discord just crashed. Okay, apologies about that.
I lost the stream there. I was going to say,
Discord just crashed.
Okay.
Get you.
Okay, get me later. Yeah. Sorry about that, technical difficulties.
Yeah,
sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. I don't think I missed anything. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I didn't miss nothing. Okay. It looks like Connor, even though Connor lost the lead, he's still hanging around in 4th place. So again, I'll be surprised if he's end up finishing in the top 5 because again, still gotta give a call. I can't believe he's on old tires.
Right. If a caution comes out though, from this point forward, that's a total game changer. Now, Connor's gonna have to be the person to hit pit road first because he's on 36 lap old tires. But
yeah, how long can he go? I think there is tire failures in this thing, right? Because I say we did see some tire failures in the spot, right?
Yeah, but I'd expect that way deeper in the run, like around lap 60-ish. They can't even work it all the way to 60 since the fuel runs are out every 40 and such, but
still, I'm still impressed that he's still able to, if he comes away with the top 5, that's just impressive. You know what I mean? Right. 37 lap old tires, and still gets the top 5. I thought it would be freaking right. Oh my goodness. And Delicado, I think with Derek M. Smith, when he got tight and in the wall, I think that probably ended his race. I think it's basically in Delicado's race to lose. As Mulrooney did not get, I think, got in the wall, I think. His teammate's going to go round and around him. Connor back to third.
Yeah, might
And
even
I
work
think-
himself back into second. Connor is blazing, even though he's
Yeah,
on old tires.
I think Derek may have used up his old tires and maybe got on the wall a little bit. So
Right,
there's
you see a bit of right side damage on that machine.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and I think Derek probably used up his stuff now, and probably he is hoping for a yellow, as well as Connor's. Well, Connor's still.
What the heck?
Why are you opening that thing up?
Oh,
I don't
it's
know
just
what.
popping up.
It's just why is it popping up? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh wow! Connor's actually closing in. Well, look at the run that Connor got off the corner. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of draft being displayed right there as Connor sucks up to the backside of that number 66. It seems as though Connor, I mean, he's good balanced-wise as Derek's attempting to break the draft. He's even weaving in and out and such like that, but Connor gonna attempt to place his marks right, backing up the corner to try to get a run on the straightaways. And there's a momentum-based track, so Connor could lay back. Not only that, not only laying back the corner could get him a run, but sucking up. Oh, Miller's on the wall.
Miller got on the wall. Miller got on the wall with Drake. Oh,
wow.
Miller and Drake made contact. And there's a lot of damage on that right side. Miller and Drake, I think, both made contact. And that's going to allow Cruz to just go swoop right by him.
Lots of great runs all over the place. Eight of Quan, even though he's missing a front end, Quan is running in 13th. That is honestly
Oh my gosh.
resilience at its finest right there. That's just absolutely amazing for that number 28. But
Keep in
meanwhile,
mind,
up
Quan.
front, that number 38 of Delicado has just checked out. He is gone, but Connor has made himself into second place.
All right. Oh,
Man,
he almost put Derek in the wall.
that's
Wow,
where
good.
Connor needs to be.
Connor, I mean, like I said, 4 laps away. I mean, you got to give Connor credit. I mean, maybe it was the right call after all. Maybe he would have gotten mired back in traffic and probably would have gotten caught up in a wreck. But that call right there probably will, I mean, it may not be the race-winning call, but it may be the call that may put him in the next round of playoffs.
Right.
Which is absolutely, I think, astonishing that he was probably thinking big picture too. So again, good big picture racing back then.
Head into the corner this time by 3 laps to go for Indelicado, the man who's gonna spoil the chase. This is gonna be the second day in a row that somebody spoiled it. Last
That's
just
unbelievable.
yesterday it was Kean Rally Cowell, and now it's gonna be Nick Indelicado most likely. Not only that, he's gonna pick up his first iSCAR win ever in this series. So very exciting for that number 38.
Well, you're gonna have a first-time winner in 2 laps. That's unbelievable.
Now, very rarely see Indelicado on the racetrack. Usually he runs part-time this series, but right now he passes the start-finish line this time by. Hits 2 laps to go, but now all our eyes are on this battle for second, which is now deceased itself. Now Connor and Derek separated just about with 3/10 of each other. Not a lot of battles going on throughout the racetrack as well. Everybody's sort of fanned out throughout and such, but
Yeah, that's basically, that's also a good thing because I think we're not going to get a yellow, it looks like. I think the only closest battle is probably between, looks like Smith and Connor, and then, of course, what a nice run for Casey Drake there. He's going to get a top 5 back.
yeah, definitely. What a great run for him in that number 87. He too is not a chaser, but now all our eyes are on the front stretch as that leader for that number 38 is going to take the white flag. 1 more lap to go from Auto Club, presented by KMN.
Nice. Oh, I think Delicado is probably relieved that he got the white flag.
Yeah, of course, a 5-second lead all just over this whole entire
He's
field and such
basically,
like
he
that.
can just hit the cruise control. Oh, look at this. Mulrooney is being battled by Drake.
Casey Drake.
Gonna be battled with Mulrooney there. On his.
Back.
Here he
He's gonna
is.
peek to the inside and try to make something happen. We'll see what happens off of 4, but here's your leader. That number 38, Nick Indelicato. First time he's gonna pick up an iSCAR Series 1. Across the start-finish line he goes. Nick Indelicato is your winner here at Auto Club.
Brilliant job. What a job. What a day for him. Had a great car. Oh, and Casey Drake got around.
Yeah, Casey got around Mulrooney.
Mulrooney. I think Mulrooney was slow at the corner. They may have made some contact there. What a win for Nick Indelicato. You got to give him credit. He had a good car all day. Was running up there as well. And he was able to have a little bit of help with Connor and Derek battling for the win. But again, great run for Nick, and congratulations, your first iSCAR win.
Yeah, definitely. What a great win for that number 38 of Nick Indelicato. I know he got taken out early last week at Charlotte, but now here he is sitting in victory lane. It'll be a fun one as he's going to burn it down on the front straightaway. You see Connor Brandon giving him a bit of congratulations right there. But yeah, Nick Indelicato, your winner here tonight. Going to burn it down on the front. Congratulations, that number 38, as the results are going to be shown on front of your screen. And wow, what a race, man.
Wow.
That was a great race.
What a race. That was a good race. That was a great race. I think we also got to have to. I think we should also give credit for Connor as well. I mean, we both thought that he stayed out on old tires while leading the race, but turned out to be the right call. He would have probably got Meyer back to traffic, probably could have caused a wreck, and now he comes up with a second place finish. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. You see some people right here mired back in traffic. Of course, Ryan Kwan with a lot of damage. He's going to come home in 13th. Ryan Kendrick in 11th. I think that's enough to survive them, and we'll see how Grayson Trexler does with that 21st place finish.
Ian Jones is obviously great. Yeah, but I think with that finish with Ryan Kendrick, I think that basically secures Kendrick in the playoffs for the next round. I think.
Right. We'll have to see, though. But here we go. We're going to scoot ourselves to the side, though. We're going to play a couple commercials. We'll be right back right after this. This is the iSCAR TSP Cup Series Auto Club 200 at Fontana, USA and California. We'll be right back right after this, interviewing the top 3. If you're now just joining us here live for the Auto Club Speedway race, we welcome you here back live. As semi-breaking right now, actually broke, so no, that's not a good thing. So we're gonna have to like ratchet way this.
Only three. Only it took 3 races for that to break. Oh well.
I mean, it didn't actually.
It didn't
broke
crash.
enough.
But...
Then yeah. It broke. Okay, it basically broke.
We
but
broke
I can fix
it.
it. Oh yeah, it's actually I have to restart ATVO. So let me just restart ATVO real fast, but after that, we'll drag in our top 5 here for tonight. But
let's
overall,
go on ahead and
yeah, let's just review the race as a whole. Evix, what you think about tonight?
I think I was I think we had a pretty good race as a whole. I think we forgot to mention that we're going to see 2 to 3 wide race, and we had a 3 wide pass for the lead, obviously. And we saw some guys, like I said, pushing hard as well. Still surprised that Connor got a 2nd place finish after staying out on old tires. And again, I mean, another spoiler in the playoffs. Nico Delgado won the race, and he wins his first iSCAR race too. Another first-time winner.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and drag him into the booth here in just a moment as we get ourselves set up for the. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good now. So practice taker and drag in. That number 38 into the booth. And Delgado, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, congratulations. Your first ever iSCAR win. Going to come out of Auto Club. You were short a couple of times. I got wrecked last week at Charlotte. But, man, great redemption here to put yourself up front and battle it out here tonight. Not only that, take up the W. How about that, man?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, me and Kian were in a call together the whole race, and we were talking about it, and decided to run tonight. It was Auto Club, and this new tire model, the update that they did was it's insane. The difference in lines and the corners 1 and 2 was insanely tight. 3 and 4 was loose. It was fun. I kind of just saved my tires the whole race. I didn't really want to be too aggressive. I saw Derek and Connor up there battling, so kind of just chilled out. Thanks to Aaron, the 2 guards, for chilling behind me for a little bit of that portion. But yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, definitely, man. Of course, this new update coming in here for tonight, you said was loose in 3 and 4, Titan 1 and 2. It was definitely different than what you ran in NIS and AFIX and such like that. Of course, more coming in AFIX races a couple weeks ago, actually last week. You're more relying on the draft, but now you have to more rely on, I guess, how your car handles. And tonight, it just handled the way you wanted it to, and you pick up a W here tonight. How'd you feel out there, and how'd you adapt?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just ran my own race for the first portion. I knew people were just going to, hammer it down and get out there and just start battling. So I kind of chilled out. Like I said, Aaron was behind me for a little bit of that portion. We had that caution early with Nate and Kian, who they spun, and I was on the apron. I was just trying to mess around down there. But yeah, it was for me personally, it was really about saving tires. So I saved tires almost every single run. And to be honest with you, that caution we had was like 75 to go. I was really debating on pitting because I felt like we were going to have more cautions and then maybe other people would pit if we had another one. But luckily I didn't. I didn't really save tires on that run. I just waited for Derek and, Connor to get side by side and pulled that 3-wide move, and it worked perfectly. Pulled it out in 3.
Yeah, definitely, man. That was one hell of a move to make it down there and pull for the lead. And I don't know, did you put yourself in the position? I mean, you grabbed the W here tonight, man. Your first ever checkered flag in iSCAR. Before we let you go, of course, any sponsor you want to thank here for tonight?
Yeah, recently just joined Sim Performance Group. Had a couple teammates in here. Just want to thank them. Other than that, not much. Thank you guys for hosting, and thanks for the broadcast.
All right, man. 10
that's a problem.
Nick and Delicado going to round himself out in first place after starting in 6. Congratulations, man. Great job.
Thank you.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, definitely, man. What a hell
you can tell his voice. He was excited. He was absolutely. And he should be. He deserved it.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to go ahead and drag in 2nd place. Evix, go ahead and take this one.
All right, so here's our 2nd place guy, Connor Brandon. First of all, Connor, I think we need to, Kibo and myself have to ask you this. How in the world did you able to manage a 2nd place finish after staying out on old tires?
Oh, man, I don't know, dude. Yeah, it's just a frustrating loss, obviously, but I had a lot of speed today. The track was really fun. The car being loose made it a lot harder and difficult for people to manage, and it was all really about throttle control and not slamming the wall on the long run. I think that's how I managed second, because Derek and Aaron both hit it a couple times, and I was just able to stay off of it and then track them back down.
Yeah, I think we can kind of tell on the voice a little bit. I think you're kind of a little bit on the upset side about that. So you do have a dominating car as well. But the good news, though, is that you are now, I think, officially in the next round of the playoffs, thanks to the second place finish that you had after missing the first race. So what do you feel now? Now you're like back to where you were now. How do you feel about going into the next round of the playoffs?
I'm glad that I made it to the next round. Obviously, that's good. I needed a good finish today, and that obviously helped. And next, we got a couple good tracks coming up, like Watkins Glen, Chicagoland. So those should be pretty fun races. And yeah, I'm just ready to go for a championship. I think I can do it.
Connor, you want to thank anyone for that second place finish?
Yeah, Proximity Racing, obviously. We're like the best team around, and Steven Merzlak, he painted that pretty nice car, Gonna have to get Evix back on the car here pretty soon.
Keep getting any questions for Connor before we let him go?
Oh, no, that's all. I mean, you answer the right questions and stuff. Of course, the old tire strategy and such like that. I'm interested to see how that plays overall in the season. Maybe some, maybe staying out might be the call coming to Homestead for the finale. So, we'll have to see.
Yep.
All right, Connor. All right, thanks a lot for talking to us, and have a good one.
No problem. Me too.
Connor
That's
Brown, number
Connor.
92. What a good job by that. And we'll go ahead and drag in that number 66, Derek Smith into the booth. Derek Microwave Smith, you got a copy?
Yes, hello.
Hello, Derek. Well, today was an interesting day. Of course, well, I don't know if you ran A-Fix or NIS like a week ago, but track was definitely different. How'd you adapt to the conditions here for tonight?
Well, just one thing I did the most was practice a lot during the 30 minutes that we have before each race. And yeah, it's definitely a lot different, like from NIS Fixed. I was able to win NIS Fixed last week, and then coming here it was a lot different because of the track temperature. It's always higher than usual. But I was able to do well in the beginning stages. Eventually, I had to hit the wall, but I still came home third.
Yeah, definitely. You're working up there with your own teammate, Nick Miller, who's going to finish P5 here tonight. But, I mean, not P5. I don't even know where you finished.
No, he got out of the top 5.
He died. Okay, Miller died. Anyway, not that matters, but...
I know Casey finished 4th, but...
Yeah, that's
oh,
Casey did
Miller got around him, too. I think he got out of the top 5. He's not in the top 5 also.
Whatever, Evix. But anyway, Derek...
Whatever, yeah. I'm just saying. He finished. There we go. That's the story.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, Derek, it was an interesting race. How'd your run go overall?
Well, I think Nick in Delicato was a lot better on the long run. He apparently is a lot better on the newer tire model, he was telling me. So I respect him. He's a good driver. Good win by him. But overall for me, I would say that I need to improve on my long run stuff better at like intermediate tracks, because I really struggle in those kinds of situations.
All right, man. 10-4. What can you take off tonight? Of course, the new tire. They updated the surface of this track, hence no pack racing and stuff like we had in A-Fix last week and such. They also updated a bit, like tinkered around with settings of the tires and such. What can you apply from this race and pull it on forward?
Well, I don't know. I'll just race.
Just send it.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah,
10-4. Derek M. Smith gonna round himself out in 3rd place. Before we let you go, any sponsor want to thank you for tonight?
No.
No.
Besides,
Okay.
Right.
well,
Derek,
why'd you call?
I got a quick question for Derek. Derek, just one more question for you. Is there, because I really want to answer this is a serious question now. Did you think you had anything left in the tank for Nick and Delegato? Obviously, you said that he had a long run car. Do you think you had any other opportunity that you thought you could have got him? Maybe that pass. Maybe if you were side by side with Brandon that much.
No, I don't think I was going to be able to beat him at all. He's just good everywhere, and I'm not sure what I should do to beat him.
All right.
But I definitely had a chance at Connor.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Derek.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Derek Smith in that number 66, and we'll go ahead and drag in our 4th place finisher of Casey Drake, who was the Wild Buck nearly in 8th at
here
the
he's doing
time. He was all the way
29.
back in 8th. Now he's going to finish up here in 4th. What the heck, Casey? Casey, you were battling out there with Mulrooney during those final laps. How'd you manage to pass him?
I think I just saved a lot more tires, and also he hit the wall coming off of 4, so his car was like a lot damaged, and I guess just that handle as well, and I was just able to pick off some time and get him on the last lap.
Yeah, Casey, what a great drive from starting back from 29th on 4th. Did your car get better as the race game went on, obviously? And, obviously, I think you were on the same strategy as the leaders. Like I said, how was your drive from the back to the front to the field? Obviously, you had to avoid a lot of wrecks, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I definitely gotta learn how to manage tires and pass people. That's kind of why I start in the back. A lot of times just to learn how to pass and manage tires in traffic. So it just helps you throughout the race and get you faster and faster.
I guess Keyboy's not going to ask. I'll ask another question as well. Obviously, I think you played a really good job on the restarts there as well. With the tire with the race and all that stuff. So, I mean, if the race went for a little longer, do you think you could have had a chance to maybe catch up to the top 3, or you think you probably had a good car the way you are in 4th place?
I think
You exploded to 1,000 pieces! Oh my god, I cannot believe he did that. I cannot believe he did that. I cannot believe he did that.
He told me he was going to do that. He told me he was going to do that.
I cannot believe he did that.
I can't believe he did that.
I cannot believe
I thought he
he
was
did
kidding.
Whatever, Casey. Any other sponsors you want to thank before we let you go?
Casey.
I like to thank Nick Miller. That's it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright, we're just going to get off with that. Thanks,
Congratulations, Casey, on your 4th place finish.
Hey, John. I can't believe that happened.
I can't believe
Freaking
that.
gosh. Oh
bad.
my god.
That was
He
bad.
told he said that before then.
That was
He
bad.
said that before
Go.
the
That
race
was
started.
bad. That was horrible, man.
Alright.
Okay, we'll go ahead and drag in that number 2 of Aaron Mulrooney into the booth, and Mulrooney is going to round himself out in 5th, and you're duking out there with number 87 of Casey Drake, and unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, and you tagged the wall apparently off of 4.
Yes. I was basically trying to kind of catch up with Derek and basically compete with him, and I just overdrove the turn just a little bit. And I really didn't conserve my tires throughout the entire last run. I was pushing too hard, and it just tapped the wall, and I just basically was going backwards from there, and I was just trying to maintain my position in 4th. But we ended up 5th, and I was able to lock our position into the chase. So now my focus just goes toward Watkins Glen, and I was able to make some calls at the beginning of the race. My dad was able to give me a line for a little bit, and then we went through the pit cycles, and I started using the tires up too much, and ended up 5th. So I'll take it.
I mean, congratulations
Aaron,
on your 5th place finish. Evix, you got a question for Mulrooney?
Yeah, I was gonna say too. I think Aaron, now you know the deal. I think we've been talking to the drivers. They said about tire management. Obviously, you didn't manage. You didn't manage the tires that well. Can you describe what this race would, when you learned from this race that you could apply to as the playoffs go on?
Just that you need to basically run higher and basically basically have later entries and back up the corners more going into turns when you get later into runs at these big tracks, especially since you're carrying so much speed going into the turns. It's really just simply backing it up and just making sure to getting through it as quickly as possible without the tires scrubbing.
All right. Kipo, you can take it over, I guess, now.
All right, yeah,
I have no
Mulrooney,
questions.
of course, a solid run to round yourself out here in 5th place. You'll obviously make it into the next round here in 5th place. What are you looking forward to coming in for these next few tracks? I think
The Glen.
yeah, the Glen.
The Glen is gonna be.
Personally, I have not really been a fan of road courses in the past, but I believe if I practice enough, the day of or a couple of days before, I believe the Glen won't be as much of a struggle. I'm just looking at the schedule here. Chicagoland is a pretty interesting track. It definitely eats up your tires. It's a lot like Auto Club. And I'm looking forward to Indianapolis, Phoenix, and hopefully I can compete for the championship at Homestead.
And
All right.
4. We'll round yours out. Mulrooney, before we let you go, and you want to take it for tonight?
Yeah, definitely want to thank you guys for broadcasting. This would have probably been an interesting race throughout, even though there was some highlights and there was some downtime, but it was a pretty interesting race. I'd also like to thank Proximity Racing, Splashico Graphics, Trey Shuttlesworth Images, All Serve Garage Doors, and iRacing for creating this service.
All right. And thanks, Aaron, for.
You
I was gonna thought you were gonna let. I thought you were stumbling there a little bit. All right, Aaron. Thanks so much for interviewing. Good job on your run today, and good luck in the rest of the playoffs.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
That was Rooney. We're going to go ahead and drag in your number 79, a William Schmidt, who unfortunately, Schmidt, you got caught up in a couple of wrecks, and unfortunately, that was the catalyst of everything, and things started to go downhill from there. And Schmidt, you found yourself out here 11th in points. You're the first one out.
Yep.
What do you have to say off of tonight's race? What went wrong?
For about the first 70 laps, we were fairly fast, just not really great on super long runs. And yeah, then it seems like everything after when the 52 made contact with us just spiraled down out of control, and yeah, ended up getting a 17th out of it. Yeah, because the 40 lost talent in front of us, hit the wall, got some front end damage. Didn't really affect anything else. It was just mainly cosmetic and kind of screwed our arrow up a bit. And yeah, then with like 9 laps to go, ended up getting really tight, nailed the wall, spun into the grass, no caution. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Of course, Schmidt, you didn't show up at Charlotte. If you had enough points here for tonight, you think this run would have been enough to put yourself into the next round?
Definitely. But yeah, sometimes things are just out of your control, because during the Charlotte race, I was at this track in real life. So yeah, just overall, if we definitely had shown up to Charlotte, maybe get, I don't know, even just maybe like finish last, we probably would have been able to get at least a slight boost in.
Yeah, I think Smith. I think the confidence has been boosted a little bit as well. I think now you have to turn your focus onto the tomorrow's the Xfinity series with the PK Design Series. I was gonna say that.
Right.
With tomorrow's race, can you take whatever you can from this race and maybe apply it to what you think you could do tomorrow night?
Stay away from the 40.
Oh no.
That's it.
All right, man.
That's all you need, man.
William Schmidt, before we let you go, any sponsors you want to thank here for tonight?
Yeah, Motorsport United and Side Drafting Productions. And also a little shout out to Liam Sheen as we were running the Rick Ware racing cars for today. And yeah.
All right, man. 10-4. William Schmidt ran himself out in 17th, unfortunately eliminated out of the playoffs here tonight. That was William Schmidt in the number 79, and that'll be all here for tonight. Congratulations to your winner of that number 38 of Nick Indelicato, who picks up his first checkered flag of the season. And with that being rounded out, that'll be it. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes.
And I'm Eric Vino. Thanks again, Gabe. It's been a great time here. I hope I get to do it again. I'm doing it there as well.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next.